Yo, what's up? Today we got a 1988 Porsche 928 S4 I'm not too sure. It's a really cool car. It screams that 80s vibe. It's got that cyberpunk vibe. So cool. It's weird. It looks weird. It's such a weird looking car. The paint's pretty rough on there. It's been waxed quite a bit. If we look in all the corners and cracks, we have a lot of wax marks on there. Probably some polishing marks. We have a little bit cracks on the interior dash. Kind of sucks, but can't do too much about that. We're gonna clean the interior, clean the exterior. Car's prepping for a sale. We're gonna get it cleaned up. Excited to work on it. Let's go.
I see a sky with a reindeer car, but I'm not running. I see a train moving all too fast, but I'm not leaving. And you go round and round and round, and you cannot see. I will right behind you, a hawk in the tree. You look so beautiful today, and how the game is changing. Just like a stranger.
And we're done with the interior. Not too bad on the inside. It was really just dusty. A lot of things stuck in the cracks, corners, crevices, things like that. Didn't scrub any of the leather, just did quick conditioning over it. Better to not destroy the leather by cleaning it. Sometimes it's easier just to go over the top of it, especially in this car's condition where it's not too dirty. The only thing that I hated about this was the windows. Oh my God. So hard to clean these windows. They're so awkward and weird, and the passenger seat doesn't move forward, so crawling back there is just really painful. But I'm just glad it doesn't have a sunroof. It has a moonroof, I think that's what it's called. Well, I'll open it up and check it out later. Inside's done. Gonna start on the outside and start washing. All right, wash is all done. It's been clay barred, prepped, dried off, ready to go. Time to start polishing it. Gonna do about 2 stages on the paint. I'm kind of nervous about damaging the paint. I don't know if some areas are either more sensitive or harder. There's already paint peeling along some of the edges and cracks. Go at it lightly and see what happens from there. Hopefully we don't burn any paint. Pretty nervous, but I'm sure we won't burn anything. The only thing we'll probably end up breaking is flaking off some of the paint. That's already kind of flaking off. Try to minimize that as much as possible. Some of the clear coat on here is really rough. There's like some really faded spots, some spots not faded. I feel like there were some things left on the car, or half the car was left out in the sun, but time to start polishing. That's why. Yo, so it's funny. Now I realize why the paint looks so weird, why some areas are more faded, where some areas aren't. It's because it's single stage paint. It's been so long since I worked with single stage paint. I literally have red coming off my hands. There's red all over my towel. Car's been polished and waxed and not really meticulously detailed correctly. I guess I shouldn't say correctly. Someone attempted it and didn't take precautions. I mean, I do that too. I don't take precautions as much as I should, you know, not wearing gloves. Probably should wear more PPE, but if we take a look, that paint right there is gone. In fact, that's same with a lot of these areas where we have some of the peeling, and maybe this panel's been repainted then. Because if this has clear on it, and this doesn't, then the car's been repainted, and we can see kind of somebody's done some over polishing on the car and kind of ate through the paint here, so that's rough. And then like if you look at your edges, see that white there, the edges have been burnt just from polishers hitting the paint and just people not paying attention to kind of their edges, and we can kind of see that all over the car. now we're done with the first stage of polishing. It's been pretty nice to work on a single stage paint car. It's been a minute since I've worked on one, and unfortunately this one, somebody worked on it with not too much experience and they kind of burnt a lot of the edges. So a lot of the paint's been burned through. It does suck because it makes it look, a lot of that stuff does stand out when it's all cleaned up. But that's something we can't control though. What we can do is get everything even so it's less noticeable overall. I'm gonna start the second stage of polishing, even everything out. Still need to do the trim, the tighter areas, a lot of that stuff still needs some hand polishing on there. Still wool the windows, wax the car, and then go over all the final pieces, get rid of all the dust, check all your edges, things like that. All that needs to be done, but the hardest part is over. The single stage polishing, that's the hardest part, the most finicky, and it's all done. So time to start the next step of many. Let's go. Thanks for watching, guys. It's been fun working on this car. Excited to work on more cars and show you guys more cleanups and things like that. Hopefully we get some that are a little bit easier, but I don't mind the hard work. This is nice being able to transform a car from the very dullness and kind of broken aspect to a very nice, clean car. So thanks again, guys. Catch you guys on the next one.